So when we started working on the tractor, it was a bit of a mess. And when we got it running and put it back together, it was still a bit of a mess. There was rust holes in the fenders. It had a lot of surface rust, but the only major rust was in the fenders. The rest of the tractor was fine. It was just really dirty, gunked up everywhere. So we stripped it and took it over to the house where we could pressure wash it. That really did it some good. Really cleaned all the gunk off. You see a whole lot more orange paint that was still there that you couldn't see before. So then we moved it under the Eva's shop and got a sandblaster I borrowed and went to town on sandblasting the tractor, getting it prepped for primer and paint. You still see gunk everywhere where we plugged the holes for the hydraulic hoses, and it was really cleaning up good. It just took a lot of time. It didn't help that it did it in the hottest part of summer, so it was just, I felt like I was on the beach. All that sand everywhere. So you can see that over time, and took the wheels off, and there was all kinds of dirt packed on the portals. So got that cleaned off, and went to town sandblasting those again. And then after that, did the engine. Tried to keep as much sand out of any hole on the frame as possible. And did the other pieces, brought those out, did those. Blew a hole in the sandblaster nozzle. And then after I was done with that, picked it up, put it back inside, and wiped it down with acetone to get it ready for paint and primer paint. Now you see the canopy in the background. The primer turned out well. This is after the first coat. But the canopy was used for keeping insulation and anything falling out of the ceiling from getting on the tractor. Nothing fell, but just in case it did, I didn't want it getting on fresh paint. I did try welding a little bit, and this is my first time ever. It didn't turn out too bad. As someone told me, are you a welder or a grinder? Well, right now, I'm still a grinder. It didn't turn out the best, but all that counts is that it's holding up. Who cares how it looks as long as it works? I also got new fenders from Steiner Tractor Parts. They have more of a curve to them than I expected, but I kind of like them that way. Now I don't have any rust holes in it. Had to finish priming up everything. The fenders were painted or primered, but I wanted to get a coat of gray on there so it wouldn't show through. And that orange just turned out great. Just one coat was awesome. And then you put two on there, it's even better. But after it got painted, put the tractor together, and finally put the hood and grill on it and drove it out. Now this isn't the end of it. You still see that the wheels need paint. I'm going to take the wheels off and take the tires off and full on sandblast the wheels and paint them. I'm going to redo the hood and grill and fuel tank strap over the winter. But that's everything we have done up to this point. I've still got the stickers waiting to be put on once the paint's finished. And I can't wait to see that. Had to touch up a few spots on the steering rack right there. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.